Hey, today's video will be slightly different since I am not crafting. But this video is essential to all of the following. I'll be building something again soon, I promise. But for now, let me switch workstations. As you may be aware, I have already made some videos in the context of my world building project. Projects such as the Grapekeeper, the Maintenance Robot, an alien, and this huge monster with the druid are part of the story of druids and droids. To further build this world, I want to create something that joins all of the existing as well as all of the upcoming projects. And what could be better suited for this than a map? Something that is the basis for all of the existing life on a planet, and something that shows us exactly what is there, what is still unexplored, and what is yet to be discovered. I took a huge inspiration from gaming maps such as the Skyrim map. From the icy peaks to the lush forests, the vast and diverse regions have left an incredible mark on my creative process, but also on my life. The map itself represents a basic framework on which everything that has been and everything that will be is based on. So for this world building project, I want to make a map as a base for the following projects. I also gained inspiration from Starfield lately. I mean, look at that, that's amazing! In this game there are futuristic buildings, weapons and spaceships, which is a great source of inspiration if you ask me. To start creating this map, I used Affinity Designer, which is equal to Adobe Illustrator. I experimented with pouring coffee on craft paper, which did not work out that well, so I straight up switched to my drawing tablet instead. And to paint this map, I mostly use watercolor brushes. I start by adding a light blue for the water using a big brush size. I then paint on the islands, 2 main ones and 5 smaller ones. The smaller island on the lower left is based on a map I made for Inktober. I like the shape of it and I wanted to include it in this world building project. With the green base in place, I add an outline using vectors. I like using vectors as they are adjustable and can be modified throughout the painting process, over and over again. Then I changed the color of the water to a more green hue and added a rim around all of the islands. Painting a beige or sand on the islands made a big difference and will be a great base for the mountains I'll paint shortly. And then I adjust the outlines and made them slightly wider. After the outlines were done, I moved on to painting the mountains. I would recommend the channel Map Effects if you want to paint maps. These videos are really helpful for painting the mountains. Although I already painted mountains in this episode, there is still so much left on this map. From time to time, we will discover all of the other features, environments, biomes, climates, and secrets this land has to offer. This means that we will discover these places one after the other and mark them on this map, like the real adventurers we are. Then we will also figure out how to travel between these islands. That's going to be exciting. Darker patches are added to the sea where the areas are deeper. To bring out some dynamics of the water, I paint on some little waves around the coasts. And then I shade the mountains by adding lighter hues to the side on which the sunlight would shine at the moment, while adding darker colors to the side in the shadow. On this map we have 7 islands, as I mentioned earlier. 1 big one, 1 smaller one and 5 tiny ones. Oh, I mean, they are not exactly tiny. Once you're on one of these islands, you will see how huge they still are. The vast lands, the large lakes and everything else that is still to be discovered. But we will deal with that later on. Finally, I added a first landmark, a symbol of our first location. Do you know what's our first location? Let me know in the comments. This map features interactive elements. With each new area discovered, it receives updates, revealing new locations, points of interest, and entire biomes. I hope this video was still enjoyable, even though I only scribbled around a little. As I mentioned at the beginning, crafting episodes are around the corner. And here it is, the final map so far. It will change and gets updated over time, but yeah, this is it. And here is a sneak peek of a following video. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more of this, make sure to subscribe, so you won't miss any updates on this world. Bye!